That's not it. That's a very popular food item up here. It feels like they've only just yanked this out of the water and they get all the fish coming in from here. Try as they might, the laboratories will never replicate fish like that. I keep hearing voices. Maybe it's just me. It's the Chippy Tour. Right, okay. We're back in Fraserburgh and at Glover & Co. Now there's two chippies just up the road and reviewed them both. And from what I've seen up to now, I've got to try this yet, but looks absolutely spectacular. Sue was in the mood for a salad, and you know she always tries to go for a salad if it's there. But look at this, I'm going to take the lid off this. I'm not going to maul it. Look at that. We've got southern fried chicken. We've got a boiled egg. We've got what looks like pineapple, corn. Oh, we've got all kinds of things going on. So I'm going to put it back and pass it over to Sue. Fantastic. How much was that? Yeah, £8.65, but looks worth it. Look at this packaging. It's a chicken breast. I've got one myself. I'm going to try that out in a minute. Oh, looks nice, doesn't it? There's no expense spared with the packaging. Prepared in pure vegetable oil. thomasglover.net. Fabulous, look at that. We've got a portion of, they look good, portion of chips. And we've got the regular fish, there's regular haddock. I love this packaging. I don't even want to crease it, to be honest with you. So I'm going to weigh it down with my phone and push it over there, but not in the view that you have behind us. I'll put it over there. Look at that. How's that looking? It looks fabulous, doesn't it? So let's get straight into this. Look at this batter. I'm going to crack it in half. Look at that. Oh. Someone asked me, do you not get fed up of fish and chips? Never. Never. I can get a bit tired sometimes of chips. I mean, sometimes they really have to be a special chip for me to sit and eat the whole lot. Otherwise, they'll go in the freezer and we'll have them with dinner sometime in the future. But look at that. That is something else. I swear, it feels like they've only just yanked this out of the water and they get all the fish coming in from here. So you can't argue with that, can you? Wow. Now, as you know, throughout the week, it's been my hobby for years and years and years. I powerlift. So I try to burn up a few calories there, but it's really because of my age. I try to keep my spine strong, muscles strong, and an upright position. And especially now, it's my birthday today. So I'm 63 years old. I've worked hard all my life, and I know that if I stop lifting heavy weights to keep things in order, that'll be it. I had a lot of friends stop work from the building industry and just keel over, and that's not going to be me. No, it's not going to be me, and I'm getting plenty of protein. Fantastic. And it's good protein. Try as they might, the laboratories will never replicate fish like that. They'll never be able to do it. They're working on the meats, aren't they? There's a lot of lab-grown this and lab-grown that. And it's scary when you think of some of the meats. I'm not saying all kebab meat, I'm not saying all pie meat or steaks and things like that, mince meat is like that. What I will say is, we get our meat from a butcher's that is known for supplying real meat. And that sounds awful, doesn't it? That we should have to even think like that. But the thing is, with the fish, it's never going to be anything but fish. And it's packed with protein vitamins, minerals. You know, we've been in Scotland a few days now. All we've come across is incredible fish and chip shops. It's unbelievable. Look at these, small portion. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, really nice. And like I say, it's a couple of 100 yards just up there. So you can come down here with your fish and chips. I was calling the place Fraserburgh. But I'm told it's Fraserburgh. It makes sense, doesn't it? Lovely crispness to them. Lovely crispness to them. And I'm going to close them up because I forgot what was in there. Because I want to try this southern fried chicken. Now, we met a couple of lads on the dock here today who said they do some of the best southern fried chicken around. It's delicious. People say, well, watch that thing, haven't I? The size of it. It'll take me that. Some people say, you know, what's fried chicken and everything? What's all this stuff going on in Scotland? Well, they have lots of different foods in Scotland. And here's another thing, look. This has been popular for decades. A king rib. Look at all the gorgeous batter on that. And it's basically processed. I say processed. It's formed meat to look like ribs. A little rack of ribs. So without the batter on, you'd see little lines on it and things like that. You're probably all familiar with it. Might have seen it in Iceland or some of the freezer centres or shopping centres. And they are tasty, it's got to be said. There's like a barbecue flavour. No mushy peas. They don't do mushy peas. And they only do curry sauce. I think it was a Friday and a Saturday, I'm not too sure. Well, that's unusual, isn't it? Well, I've never known that. That's probably the way it is here. In a lot of fish and chip shops. I'm going to have to look into that more. Down south, it can be hard to find gravy in a lot of fish and chip shops. People find it strange to put gravy on fish and chips in a lot of places outside Middle England, if you like. So all these different regions have all different tastes, and it's super interesting. Like this, king rib. I mean, that's got to be ranked there with the battered burger. It is super tasty, but very heavy. I wouldn't have said they were the best thing you could eat. What's these? I'm hearing these noises. Are these seagulls learning to speak English? Scottish, if you like. I keep hearing voices. Maybe it's just me. So yeah, all great stuff. Loving it. Staff were wonderful. Thrilled to be dressed up nice and smart. The place is well maintained. And they were thrilled to find out once we got the bag that they'd been reviewed. I went up there with my wife for this and they hadn't a clue. We ordered the food. I came down here. Like I say, it's only just up the road there. You could actually see it from here. And set up all the gear. And once my wife was served, once she had the bag, she handed them a card and said, "You're being reviewed." And they were all thrilled to bits. You know, it was a huge surprise, and which is the idea. And she said they were really happy about it. I would love to live in a place where the fish was brought in daily like this. And those two lads today, do you want some lobsters? Do you want some crabs? For free. I thought it was incredible. super friendly, for free. We didn't really have the gear, weren't really geared up for cooking them. My wife says, you might have heard her there, she said that salad was spectacular. So that's it. When we get home from Scotland in about a week's time, it'll be back to the computer, look at some reviews, low, middle, high, and I'll let you know mine. But I'm loving Scotland, I'm loving it, I'm loving the people. Everyone's so friendly, the food's incredible. See you there. Again, as you've noticed on one or two others in Scotland, it's hard for me to find low scores. Or really, reviews in general over the last sort of 12 months have been hard. And I don't go over that, if I can help it. So we've got two here. We've got 5-star. The best fish and chips I have ever eaten. Just amazing. And mine. 5-star. 10 fish and chip shops were reviewed on this most recent Chippy Tour in Scotland. And all were incredible, with Glover & Co being no exception. The shop was clean and well organised, and the staff appeared happy, polite and welcoming. Just a few hundred yards from the harbour, it is also ideally located. It was a nice experience, as a number of things were done differently, yet to a very high standard. For example, there were no mushy peas, and curry was only available on certain days of the week. That was really strange for me, that. I've never experienced that before. Across the UK, things are done slightly differently from region to region, and that is part of what makes visiting these shops so interesting. Someone asked me, do I get fed up of fish and chips? You know, it's different every single time. There isn't one fish chips and peas or fish and chips that's exactly the same as another. It just isn't. It's quite amazing. I ordered the Haddock and Chips, with the fish being thick, fresh, and wrapped in a light, crispy, tasty batter. The small portion of chips was enough, and they were crispy with a lovely texture. The shop also offers salads. It has quite a nice extensive salad bar, which they make up just how you like them. I had one packed, well, Sue actually had it, but I had one packed with all sorts of fresh ingredients, including southern fried chicken breast, and it really was something special. The king rib was basically a thicker, meatier patty. Overall, Glover & Co was another fantastic stop on the tour, offering fresh food, friendly service, and a few regional differences that made the visit even more memorable. Cooking in oil, payment cash or card, fish reviewed, Haddock. See you on the next one.
Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From Mushy piece to battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour, tasting it all.